Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 20 in the penultimate round of the season, the Malaysia Grand Prix round of the Sepang International Circuit. A very wet Sepang International Circuit as well in free practice 1. Yes, we thought we'd try and practice in the wet. It does get dry though for free practice 3, so we've got to do free practice 3 as well. But in the very wet conditions, Stone flying 1.3 seconds ahead of Marini, Fernandez. We've got Shirota, Baldassari, Del Porto, Luti, Di Gianantonio, Canet, Navarro, Garda, Casma, on in home turf ahead of Bastianini and Garza. So it's your top 14 after free practice 1 with Raffin in last. So let's see if things change in free practice 3. So in free practice 3, it did get a lot quicker as it was virtually dry at the end of the session with Baldassari at the top, ahead of Shirota. So they're only 2 into 206. So then we've got Del Porto, Bastianini, Di Gianantonio, Stone in 6th. Could have gone quicker on his next up, but fell at the final corner. For me, a Fian, unfortunately. As we got Gardner, the host, Marini, Nakashima, Garza, Kazmadin on home turf in 12th ahead of Martin and Surin as well on home turf as well with Luti in last. So who's joining us in qualifying 2? Surely Luti. No! Surin, Nakashima, Fergan, Fernandez. Was Luti quick in the previous session? He was. Okay. My God. Yeah, great to see both the Malaysians there and the Indonesian as well. And now it is fully dry for qualifying there. Here goes Stone then. Can he possibly grab another pole? We will find out shortly. You really do need to use the rear brake round it. Much more than kind of used to, Stone. Because you've got some long stopping points here. Going in that first corner. And virtually flat out through that right-hander. As well, what the hell? Rear bounced all over the place there on the braking. As now through the fast chicane in the middle of that. For the S-bends. For the left and right. As first sector's alright for Stone. Second sector. First sector's alright. And then fourth sector is okay. So odd sectors are good for Stone. No, it's really not finding them, is he, in the dry here. Good from this section, though. No, very tricky getting that right-hander right. That infamous turn 14 round it. But that was alright. That wasn't too bad. What the hell? Maybe showing why you don't use too much rear brake. There's going to be a 204. Is that good enough? It's not, as Baldassari umpired of Luti and Del Porto. Stone needs the second row. Just 0.138 back. So just 1 out braking. If he got a braking right, he could have the final corner. Could have been on pole. But we got Shorter and Nakashima on the second row. Okay, we're going wild at the start as we've got Marini, Gardner, Fernandez, Andy, Canet and Bastianini. And then it's Navarro, Nakashima and Di Gianantonio on the 5th row. And on the 6th row, led by Surin, those, and then Fergie. As temperature, tyre wear is normally high around here in Malaysia. And the temperatures are very high. So it might be hard or medium hard. Should we go hard? Go double hard, like we just did with Moto3 around here last season as well, did Stone. We'll put a bit of fuel in the old tank as well. Let's see what everyone else is choosing. Yeah, hard, mediums from Shirota. Because we're doing the medium hards as well. So yeah, everyone pretty similar on choice. Does think anyone will have soft tyres out. Here's Navarro and Di Gianantonio going medium. So nobody taking the lead. practicing for the start. Medium for Garza, Chantra down in 22nd as well. And then medium hards, hards for Dixon in last. There we go, revving it up. For 6 laps. They're underway around the Sepang International Circuit. For Stone, it could be coronation. Today round, he could be crowned the Moto2 champion. First of all, Marini's got to win. And then Stone's got to finish in the top 10, I believe, or top 11. Basically, Marini's got to score 22 points more than Stone. Oh no, 21 more. Give me a chance of winning the title. Well, it's not a very good start, is it, for the Italian? Dropping down to 7th, Stone leading. Soaring down to 22nd, battling with Martin. Once again, a poor start for the KTM rider. Expect the Spaniard to be much better. Let's see who's that sneaking by. We've got Garza and Lowe's batting over 40. Oh, of course, it is Thomas. Got Baldassare behind. But once again, these two doing battle. Shame Luti had such a poor beginning to this season. Otherwise, these two could have been battling for the titles. Kashmir didn't have a shocking start, down to 19th. Got Ardner up to third ahead of Baldassare. He's got Surin into the top 20, trying to check out the home fans. So Luti trying to get away again in the early stages. As Baldassare up to 4th, back with Della Porta. Now Fernandez into 5th. Della Porta really falling down. It's Bisecki all the way down in 26th. Oh no, up to 24th. Much better. He's got Gardner, Fernandez there, Porta, Baldassare, Shirota, Di Giannantonio, Navarro. Nakashima round out the top 10. And short up to 7 Di Giannantonio. Marini down in 30 when he needs to stand up. The Italian sitting down. 1.7 behind Luti. Let's go short up to sit ahead of Baldassare. Bastianini not even in the points. Batman Garza over 16th. Martin seems to be making some moves up the travel ahead of Marini now. Luti 1.9 ahead. Casimir Dean down to 24. Even behind Verge now. Zeki battling being in the top 20 with Bonds. Canet in last. Surin up to 80. Stiffens points now. Navarro and Baldassare battling over 8. There's Mansley Canet still battling over 30th. So now I'm going to use a bit of the power too early on here just to hold on to second. Kind of backs in a bit too much in that final corner. Less than a second slower than Luti as Gardner, Fernandez there, Porter, Shirota, Di Giannantonio, Navarro. Baldassare all the way down to 9th now. Just there Nakashima, who's just been passed by those. Seems like the Brit has got the nitrous on, up to 9th now ahead of Baldassare as well. But Baldassare's got brakes. Gap almost 3 seconds to Luti. Oh, he wants a win today. There's Martin ahead of a teammate now, up to 11th. Dixon from the back up to 16th. Great job from the Brit. There's Bent sliding in the top 20 for his NTS. As this is where Stone should be pushing now. Middle part of the race, normally his best part. Boy, it all comes to a crashing halt. Does his dreams of victory in the last couple of laps of races. I mean, he does have the hardest tyres on though, so maybe it'll only be the final that way it goes to pieces this time around. As lows up to 8th head of DJ Antonio. It's all a bit wide there. Gone having a sniff. Stone not letting him know. There, ported up to 4th head of Fernandez. Up to 3rd head of Gardner. It's Australian disposed now. In a couple of places. Stone 1.8, 1.9 slower. 4 seconds behind Lutia to get into the second half of the race. It's a one-man band at the front. Quite a queue behind Stone though. For second. Doesn't need to push too hard though. There's a Canadian. As in the next 3 laps, the title is within reach it. Martin up to 9th. As whoa! Fernandez with the hit. It's an Aldea Portia bite. Ambitious from the Spaniard, I'm not sure why. Stone got it slightly wrong, but unlike Luti, he was not quite close enough to make the move. And now the Spaniard's almost at the back as well. Stone struggling in the middle sector. He's not got damage once again, has he? He did not show damage. Fernandez up to 26th head of Raffin. Those in DJ Antonio still battling over 8th. So you've got Gardner right behind. Navarro into the top 5 head of Shirota. So I'm trying to get the toe off the Italian here, but it's not really working, is it? Kind of a slightly different tack there, going in deep. And cutting back to get some drive onto the next straight, but that's not worked out for Stone either as he got into the penultimate lap. Let's Berg up to 9th head of teammate Dixon. Gap 8/10 in front, half a second behind. As Aldazar, he slipped out the top 10 now. Not been a great time for the Pons rider. What a flexible HP40 rider, should I say. It's all Stone. Crushed the inside curve there. Went into the points. Garza or Casimir didn't. Almost down to last. Battling with Manzi over 29th. Connect finally getting going up to 23rd. Bit too late to do anything this race though. And the Spaniard. There's Zach Gardner with a touch. As they're about to head on to the final lap here, and as you can see, the reporter has got away. There's Bastianini in 9th, ahead of those. Oh, the Brit was on a charge. What's happening now as Gardner Stone virtually level across the line. And looks like Gardner's got by. Stone outbraked himself. And Australian slips by. Has got Shirota behind now, next on the list. Has got Vergain 17th. And Bastianini in 8th, battling with Navarro. Navarro as well was top 5, wasn't he, just a couple of laps ago? He seemed to have slipped back the Spaniard. Well, his speed up gets pretty quick in the last couple of stages of a race. Obviously not for the Spaniard. Shirota's slipping back, but Stone's still chasing down this podium. He wants some champagne to go along with this title victory. As they're both catching back up to their Porter. So Stone got away with that. Gone very good into this corner. Stone not. Second gap behind to Shirota. He's actually pulled away from Shirota. Surprised there's Martin in the top 5. From nowhere. It's Gardner going for second. But it looks like Della Porte's held on. Or not, as they race towards on as Luti wins for their body intact. But Stone is your Moto2 champion. As Luti wins by almost 8 seconds. Dominant performance from the veteran. Ahead of Della Porta. Great podium for the Italian. Gardner just missing out on second, but still superb podium for the Australian. Just a couple tenths behind and over a second ahead of Stone. He slips down the order in the end. Once again, that final lap. It happened as Martin up to 5th ahead of Shirota. DJ Natarno not far behind. Same for Bastianini, Navarro, those. Top 10 of Baldassari, very disappointing. Right from the Italian. Then Surin up to 12th. Had a superb second half of the race. And we've got Nakashima, Verge, Marini. 15th. The title on the line. Very disappointing. Not the time to disappear. Along with Bezecchi as well as teammate. What were they doing at VR46? As you got Garzo, Roberts in 16th, 17th, then Ben Snyder, Dixon ran out of top 20, Fernandez after that clash in 21st. And Kazma, we're going to have words. Last. What the hell? No retirements though, as there is confirmed your new Moto2 World Champion. And that's after just winning the Moto3 World Championship as well. He's actually holding both titles at the moment. 32 points ahead of Luti, grabs second ahead of Marini by a single point, and they're guaranteed to finish in the top 3. Shirota guaranteed 4th as well, ahead of Bezecchi, who's 8 points ahead of Nakashima in the battle for the top 5, and then we've got Fernandez and Navarro who could maybe get it, an outside chance though. Then Bastianini ahead of Baldassari, and Gardner up to 11th ahead of those with a late charge for a top 10 finish from the Australian. Del Portia as well in 13th for an outside chance. Ahead of DJ Antonio, and Martin ran out of top 15. Has got Surin as well, maybe the biggest winner today, especially for the Malaysian fans, up to 23rd ahead of Bulaga and Raffine. We've got Verge ahead of Andy and Manzi, with Ramirez and Chantra still in last. Well, Licamodi intact, go to the top ahead of Sky Racing 2VR46. Not just Marini, but the team as well disappeared. And so now you're seeing them at 26 points back after Nick and Knight winning the title for so long, with Mark VDS
in third. Very distant third, though. Speed Up Racing in fourth. Ataya Trans made the best team as well, up to fifth with Deda Portia's podium. Ahead of Oakley Team Moto2. No, going to miss out on the top 5 by 3 points at the moment. We've got Red Bull O in 7th. Sag up to 8th ahead of Flexible HP40. Young Ganetto in 10th. The Grassini trying to Sprinter, NTS, American Racing, MV, Augusta, and Honda Team Asia. As there we go, good reputation earned. Good bounce back. Or not quite over 200,000. After what happened in Australia, those shenanigans. As get some credits and perfect on everything. Even though it doesn't really matter now, does it? So let's advance the week in the season finale. Gran Premio, Motel Tiro, Communitat, Valenciana. So, got lots of candidates. Fortunately, not one of them. Let's see, we need more S's. We don't need you, Oliviera. What about you, Irvin? Very Italian name. As very good at electronics. Nah, I don't really need you. We won't talk about you, Hedrada, at the moment. Let's look at what's available. So, still no change. It looks like. Oh, did we not start negotiations? I swear we did. What the hell? So we start with Ducati, Oki Yamaha, DHL Honda, then see all high, Suzuki, and then there's one more we can choose, is there? Oh no, that's it, 5 out of 5. Oh, hang on, refuse that. And then select Woo Best Aprilia. Okay, so doesn't do like any difference, just to say Oakley Aprilia. So yeah, a couple of Oakleys, Hertz, DHL, in the Novovo, but 5 different manufacturers to choose from. Then there's KTM as well, if it all falls through, but I'm sure it won't. As next time we be up in it. Bit of a longer race for Kev Stone's Moto2 finale as world champion. 2 titles on the trot. Let's see if we can celebrate in style next time. So thanks for watching. We'll find out then.